All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are continuing our online resources Padlet. We have been working on um, including our all right, ladies and gentlemen, we are continuing to work on our research here in our English class, and we have been working on our steps of research. We are getting towards the end of that process, and today's tutorial is on personal reflection throughout our research process. So, our discussion question for this video is: how can I, as a student, reflect in my own place within the global learning community? It's important that as a student, you have somewhere where you can reflect on your work and where you have created and explored and inquired, and that you have a safe place for you to reflect on those kinds of things. So our standards that we're working on is to include and to grow, and finally, we're working on reflecting on our own place within the global learning community. So the sources that I have found for you here on our interactive Padlet are for you to consider creating your own blogging site. There are several different blogging sites. There's different ways for you to blog as a student, where you can input the hard work that you have been doing, and then you can blog about the steps that you have taken, your personal feelings about the things that you have created and explored. And so there is kidblog.org. You can make a, excuse me, you can make quad blogging. There's lots of different ways that you can blog. Edublog.org is a fun and free resource for you to input the things that you have been working on, and then you can blog about it. Another way that you can do these personal reflections is by building a personal website. There's tons of free website builders out there that you can use, where again you can put the things that you have created, and then you can journal or blog and reflect about the things that you have created in this web space. And then you can launch that online and people can go and see it. So there's like WordPress.com, there's Weebly.com, which is a really fun and easy web space that you can use. And they also have free blogging. There's, let's see, you can also make just a regular Google slide or to work on. Some out of the box ideas. Tumblr is something that a lot of students that you guys are already familiar with. And so Tumblr is another place where you can upload images of the work that you have, and then you can respond and have other people respond to the images that you have uploaded of your work and the things that you have created. There are some beyond blogging and website building, there is vlogging. And of course, most of you are very aware with YouTube. So you can definitely use YouTube as a personal reflection source, where you can upload your own reflective videos of the things that you have created, and again discuss how the steps that you took to create whatever it is you are reflecting on. You can ask, of course, and YouTube is very interactive. You can ask people to give you feedback on the things that you have created. And that's always really fun to get people to kind of respond back to you. Um, there's also Vimeo, which a lot of you are already aware of. Vimeo is another place where you can do a video blog on the things that you have created and get that kind of social interaction, feedback on your reflections. If a teacher wants to kind of guide you a little bit more, there is the NaNoWriMo organization, where in 30 days you write for however long, and then after the 30 days you'll take everything that you have written, and your teacher will have it there for you, print it out, and you'll have a little mini novel. This is a really good way to have a structure, and after you've written for maybe a week or so, you would go in and you would reflect on the things that you have written. And then after the whole 30 days, you will definitely have some time to reflect on the overall process of the writing. And so that's a really fun one. LiveJournal is another really fun global community where you can blog about the things that you have been researching and creating. So with this Padlet, there are multiple resources for you to jump into. You need to find the one place that you feel most comfortable with. Some of these you will need to speak to your teacher about to get specific login information, but most of these are you create the login yourself, and then you'll just share that information with your teacher. I think the most fun is the outside of the box ones using Flickr or Tumblr. I think those are just really fun and different. It's a different way of getting kind of like your personal reflections out there and receiving information back, and in a social media type setting. I think that's really neat. Of course, there's YouTube. And then down here along the bottom, if you are creating your own website blog or your own blog, whatever it may be, I put some sites down here along the bottom. Negative Space and Pics for Learning. These are websites where you can get free stock images that are available to anyone, and you will not be stealing anybody's creative information. So again, this is one of our last steps in the research process, and this is how you can reflect on your own processes, your own creations, the things that you have explored. You blog about it, you post about it, you make videos, make images, and it's really important to take that time to step back through this process and really reflect on the things that you have been working on. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for today. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a lot of fun reflecting on all your